If you're watching this, welcome to the first episode of the coding series, and it's going to be way in depth than anything you see on TikTok, and I'm excited to finally bring some really detailed content to YouTube. The biggest thing about this entire series is that it's going to be different than anything I think I've seen on YouTube. Now, most ceramic coating videos are kind of like a tutorial based. This is going to be more vlog based, more like laid back, and I'm going to try my best to answer any comments and the questions. That way it's still a communication based in that sense, but you know, more fun, more relaxed, more, like go with the flow. And the biggest thing is that I'm not gonna be using any big lights. I'm not gonna be using a scan grip. I'm just gonna be doing normal stuff that people who are just getting into ceramic coating can do to show you that paint correction and detailing can be fun, but also very rewarding on a budget. Now you might be wondering why this car even needs any ceramic coating. Like, the paint looks good. The issue is there's still some marring in there. After about 2 years of having the same coating, some improper towel use from a few people, it's got a little bit of marring. It's not exactly where I want it to be, and it definitely needs a little bit of work. So we're gonna be definitely stripping the whole ceramic coating on it. I'm gonna be using a polish, getting it all polished out, and then from there we're gonna put the new coating on. Speaking of the new coating, let me actually grab it. We're gonna be using a combo of G-Technic EXO and G-Technic CSL. Well, CSL goes on first, then it's EXO. So EXO is gonna be the top layer that adds a really hydrophobic properties, and CSL is gonna go on the bottom, add that really the hardness to the paint. So we're gonna go from there, we're gonna see. But I mean, damn, does it look good. I just lowered it too, so it's it's a little bit ignorant now. Obviously, the first step is going to be washing the car, getting it iron decontaminated, and then clay barred, and then we'll pull it in, get it all taped up, and get it ready for polishing. Then we can do the ceramic coating. This video specifically is going to be focusing on actually decontaminating the paint, getting it ready for paint correction, and then actually doing paint correction. And then from there, I'll see how many videos it takes, and then we'll do the ceramic coating. So obviously we're gonna start out with the wheels first. I'm gonna be using Iron X because it's a BMW. It's got a shit ton of brake dust. So I'm just gonna liberally spray the surface of these wheels. Let it work for a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with this little detail brush, obviously. Get the lugs, get everything I need to do. In all the crevices, in the barrels, and then, then we'll move on to the rest of the car. So now we're just gonna wash the car, and after that, obviously we're gonna get to iron decontamination and clay barring. Got 2 buckets, which really isn't necessary since we're gonna be paint correcting anyway, but I like to keep it fresh, keep it clean. So we'll get to washing the car, and then we'll see from there. Now that the car's washed, we're gonna use Iron X to iron decontaminate the paint. That's gonna prep it for the clay bar. It's gonna make it a little bit easier and take those deeper embedded iron particles out of the paint, or out of the clear coat, that is. So for that, you just kind of spray each panel. And after I do this, sometimes I like to agitate it a little bit with a pressure washer. That way it just kind of foams up and spreads further along the car. For this, depending on the temperature outside and the conditions, right now it's not too hot, but water can still dry. I like to leave it on for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll go from there. All right, now that the car is iron decontaminated, it's time to clay it. I got O&R diluted 1:64, blue clay bar, cheap stuff, but it'll get the job done in this case. And we're just gonna get through and do the whole car. Sorry for the outfit change. I kind of got distracted yesterday and forgot to record, but the car is all taped down. It's ready to be paint corrected. I'm just gonna wipe it all down with panel cleanse, and then tomorrow, in a video you'll see in a few days, I'm gonna start doing paint correcting. So she is all ready to go, and then we're gonna get started coating soon.